Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Behind the Crimes with your host, Michelle Sutton, and co host, Seriously Kristen.
Hello,
So,
hello.
hey, Cool Gamer. Hey, Cherokee. Yay, you're back. Hey, Katie M. So, this is a case that sorry, didn't know what had failed, that we had seen a while back and we wanted to cover, but it kind of got shuffled underneath everything else. Um, So we wanted to bring it back to attention. This happened, 3 months ago?
Well, this little young man, Blue, he actually went missing in September. But no, he wasn't reported. He was technically missing because no one could find him in his family. His bio dad and his grandma, who were supposed to have visitation, could not find him as far back as September, I think it was the 9th. Um, and his body was not discovered until December, right around the time of his birthday. So um, we have a few months worth of the paternal bio family getting shuffled around and not being known where the whereabouts of Blue um, actually was. So yeah, unfortunately, this one it's not any less important. It's actually a very troubling case. It's just everything is so forefront on these other cases that we wanted to go back a little bit. Michelle even said to me tonight, "What other cases have we missed?" And I'm like, "Here's a list." But we then remembered we had not given Blu Rolland his due coverage. There had been a couple other creators that I saw that actually mentioned it back in December, but it really didn't get any traction. So we want to definitely give Blu a little bit of his case and his life a little bit of focus, and his mom and her boyfriend, since this happened right around Christmas time that they were arrested, they will undoubtedly in Arkansas be facing a trial, since it's only a few weeks out, or probably we're looking at February or March. So we won't know a whole lot more on Blue's case as far as that from a legal standpoint. So
Everything is going to be popping in March, you guys. We are not going to be able to have a breath to take
yeah,
come
March and
March.
April
Um,
for our birthdays, we get popping off cases.
yeah, we're going to be all over some cases in March because that seems to be when they are all going to be going back to court. Um, so there might be a whole lot of traveling come March. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so we have some articles that we can pull up, you guys, and um, there's actually just not Blue involved.
Right.
There's also a horrible part of the story about his sister, who also was a victim to this cycle of abuse. Um, Fortunately, she did survive, um, but it was a very, very traumatic situation, a traumatic story. Um,
Yes. Hashtag
it's
Blue Rolland.
He doesn't even
And
have a hashtag,
he
guys.
doesn't even have a hashtag before, but KTM put it in there. So hashtag Blue Rolland. Um, Definitely going to need justice in this case. And it is only by the grace of God that his older sister, I think she's just a year or two older than him, um, that she even survived. As you'll see, Michelle read it too, but she herself was tortured. So this is just a really difficult case. So we'll go ahead and put that trigger warning there. Um,
Yes. And I
and
am,
go ahead.
you guys, I don't necessarily want to share this screen. Um, so I'm going to give you the source, and I will get that link dropped. But I don't want to. I personally don't want to share this screen because it does show the sister with excessive amounts of, like, you can see the abuse on this child's face, and it's not pretty. So I'm just gonna read it because and give you guys the link for you to look at it yourself if you want to, and I will drop that also into the description later. I just don't think that is something that I can put on my screen for you guys. Too much of a wait, what is going on? Why is my thing way down here? All right, you guys, there is that link. It is on True Crime Daily. All right, so this was published on 12/22, so just before Christmas. And it says Arkansas boy found under the floorboards had reportedly been drowned in toilet. A 28-year-old woman and her boyfriend are accused of killing their young son, whose body was found under the floorboard, wrapped in plastic. Lee County court records show Ashley Rolland and her boyfriend Nathan Bridges face a slew of charges in connection with her son Blue's death. Rolland has been charged with capital murder, 2 counts of permitting child abuse, abuse of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, endangering the welfare of a child, and battery. Bridges was charged with capital murder, abuse of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, endangering the welfare of a child, and battery. If convicted of the capital murder charge, they could each face life in prison without parole or death penalty. Blue's body was discovered December 16th, and Arkansas State Police said that they believe the boy could have been dead for about 3 months. According to NBC News, Blue's remains were found on what would have been his 6th birthday. The affidavit cited by NBC News reportedly said Bridges killed Blue as a punishment because Blue bit Bridges' finger. He then allegedly held the boy's head in a toilet bowl, causing him to drown. NBC News reports Rolland told law enforcement officials Blue died September 9th. She reportedly said she saw Bridges leave the bathroom, then walked in and saw her son limp. The affidavit said Rolland claimed Bridges cut a hole in the wooden floor, dug a hole in the ground, and buried Blue. Another woman, Rebecca Fitting, reportedly told police Ashley said she saw her son leave the bathroom with his face and body swelling and foaming at the mouth before collapsing and dying. The affidavit said Rolland told Fitting she did not know what to do and had buried Blue under the floorboards inside her residence. A 6-year-old girl, Blue's sister, was also found in the home with likely burn injuries to her scalp. The girl reportedly also has broken ribs and other wounds. Karen Rolland, Blue's grandmother, told WMC the girl had puncture wounds like scissors in her head, and it looked like she'd been strangled around the neck. Karen Rolland reportedly noticed bite marks on the girl's legs and an older injury that did not heal correctly. She was transported to a hospital, and doctors noticed she was severely malnourished and only weighed 36 pounds. According to the affidavit, Karen saw the girl's injuries when she went to Ashley's house for a court-ordered visit. Karen then called authorities to report Blue was possibly deceased. Deputies reportedly went into the home and found newly nailed down boards and disturbed earth underneath. They dug and reportedly found a flip-flop and a blanket. Officials obtained a search warrant and eventually discovered an unidentified mass believed to be a small human body wrapped in multiple layers of plastic bags. Karen Rolland reportedly filed for guardianship of the girl and has been granted emergency temporary custody. Ashley Rolland is in custody at the St. Francis County Jail, while Bridges is reportedly at the Lee County Jail, and they are both being held without bond.
Correct. So, when I say by the grace of God that the little girl made it, I can't emphasize that enough. And when I say tortured, that it doesn't even really explain it. It's just a one word that literally what she had to endure. Calling her a survivor probably doesn't give it justice. Bridges is in common company, I could say. When I look at child abuse and domestic violence, a good portion of those statistics are um, the mother's significant other. In this case, I can't really say that Dustin, the biological father, wasn't trying. I mean, he has court ordered visitation. He was supposed to see these kids and just got the runaround for several months. I can't answer as to, this will probably come out in trial, why he didn't go further as to push that with the courts or whatnot, or family court. I don't know what that was for him in his daily life, a struggle of getting that addressed with the family courts. So this is a case of, when we say, if you see something, say something. We couldn't even see Blue because he was getting, and his sister were getting just put in the house, and nobody was seeing anything. That in and of itself, you guys, is a huge red flag. So if you know kids to be playing in the yard and you don't see them for quite a while and things seem suspicious in a house, it's better to err on the side of caution, and have law enforcement do a welfare check if you haven't seen children in a while. Doesn't mean that something fatal has happened to them, but it could mean that there's something going on, that these kids need intervention of some sort. In this case, and I don't know where they lived. It looks like from the house, it's a pretty rural area. I don't know how many houses were around there. So there are some neighbors, but there's not a lot. So, in those cases when you're out in the country and whatnot, you don't have a lot of people that could see something and say something. So, this unfortunately, the grandma was trying. She just kept trying to have her visits, and she kept getting the runaround. So we are going to know more about little boy Blue in the coming months and from the trial. I did send Michelle the legal documents. I don't know if you want to read those as to what they're being charged with, Michelle, because that is really indicative of.
They are email,
Uh,
or did you? I don't know. We went over so much. Hold on.
I think I probably emailed them too.
Yeah, I don't see them.
Okay, let me see. Maybe I have them.
Wait, is this photo? Hey, harsh winds, Shelly. Long time no see. Welcome back. Um, this is the mom's mugshot, isn't it?
Yeah.
With the
So the mom in and of herself,
I thought it was the little girls because she looked like a little girl.
She does look like a little girl.
No, you
The
guys, I
mom
can share this
is
photo then.
truly,
I'm sorry. I
she's
can
a
share
victim
this.
of domestic violence as well. So you can show mom. I mean,
Yeah, I thought it was the little girl. So you guys, I'm gonna share my screen because I thought this was the little girl and that's why I didn't want to show it. But that is not. That is the mother. And is that Nathan? Because it's not a
that,
mugshot.
no, that is Nathan. We don't get a mugshot of
Oh,
Nathan, but yeah, that is him.
okay. So I really thought that was a little girl. I did not realize that was the mom. I'm sorry, you guys. I could have shared the article and did not realize it.
Yeah, that is the
But
mom.
however, I don't think that we need to keep this up here because I think we've seen enough. Um, wow, she looks like a little kid.
So here I'll send this.
Yeah, you
to
can share your screen and I can.
Well, I don't have it up right now, but I can read it to you. Um, I can read it to everybody. Okay, so Roland and Bridges. So Roland, Mama Roland, looking like she's probably 14 right there, and Nathan, the other guy in the hat, were both arrested and charged with 1 count each of capital murder, abuse of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, first degree endangering the welfare of a minor, and first degree battery.
Wow.
Oh, hi, Harsh One Shelley. This is the first time I've ever seen you here. Good welcome. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Hit the like if you could.
They used to watch. Maybe we are finally getting out of the shadow ban, you guys. Staff at the Forest City Hospital determined that the little girl was suffering from severe burns, and she was transported to LeBowner Children's Hospital in Memphis for further treatment.
Usually on the top of the head like that, I'm going to guess it's scalding water either in the shower or bath, or if somebody poured something from the stove. But she had significant burns on the top of her head as well. Yes, hoping for answers. I agree.
Definitely. Yes, this is, and it's kind of giving me Athena Brownfield vibes too.
Right.
With the he said, she said.
Yeah. And we're going to have to really wait and see, like, that's, we're dealing with Oklahoma for Athena. This one's Arkansas. Somebody, maybe he needed to tell me Arkansas. I don't know if it's a capital punishment state. My guess is that they'll try to give these people life without parole, even though they have a whole slew of charges that could be proven. I'm just not sure that they're
Let's see. I don't know. The year from 1976, the year the U.S. Supreme reinstated the death penalty after a short-lived prohibition to April 1st, 2022. A total of 31. Yes. As of April 1st, 2022, the state of Arkansas has executed 31 prisoners.
Okay. So it's possible that they could go for it. And they could strike a plea deal with them to get more information, though, to give them life with parole, without the possibility of parole, sorry. Mom's claiming she was in the other room, so she wasn't a direct perpetrator of these acts. So she might try to go with a possibility of parole, but I think for Nathan, they're sure going to throw everything to the wall and hopefully something sticks so they can give the maximum to him.
Yes. And you guys, there's plenty more details, but the details I don't know that I won't. I mean, this is pretty gruesome just in what we read. So the more details we put out there, it's somewhere there's a family member that has to relive this every day. And with the court case coming up, in a month and a half, I don't know that we need to go into the details of this. Just felt like, I think Kristen and I both felt like we had talked about it. And I remember talking about it because we talked about it when I was going to Savannah. And I remember going through that little town where I swear that I don't know what the name of the town is, but we drive through it every time. And the little square. It's like an old plantation style town. So it always reminds me of where they would execute people way back when in the town square. And I remember like vividly driving through that area when I was on the phone with someone talking about this case. So I know I mentioned it, but I didn't do a video on it because it wasn't long after that, you know, quitting broke. I was
Mm-hmm.
still, at that time, I was still very interested in the Kylie Rodney case. Um, and so unfortunately he did get, I mean, it sounds like, you know, they're definitely going for the maximum here. Like they're definitely going for the punishment for him. They're going, you know, he's going to get justice, but that doesn't bring him back, unfortunately.
Right.
There's a grandmother and a father that have
Yeah.
to live every day with that.
And we have a little girl who is a survivor of this that's going to have possibly a lifetime of memories of what has gone on in her short little, I think she's 4 years old, I want to say. Um, so, you know, we need to pray for
Oh,
this
she was younger.
family,
I thought she was older.
that little girl can get the help she needs, that the grandma can continue to be a caregiver. I know she applied for emergency caregiving, and that's what she's doing, but hopefully it could be more permanent, especially if the biological father, for whatever reason, I'm not speculating what reason, he can't have placement, but if he's not able to do that for whatever reason, that at least the grandma could be there and be that little girl's safe person going forward. Um, it's going to be a tough road, but we need to pray for her, and pray for grandma and the dad, because they also have to live with the upcoming trial too. I'm sure little girl will not be there. Um, at her age, I mean,
Mm-mm.
they could try
She
to do
was
a
6 at
video
the
interview.
time of.
Yeah, they could try to do a video interview of her, but at her age, what she's going to say and how much they're going to get, I don't know. I mean, the evidence, physical evidence, speaks for itself, so they really don't need to put her through that. So,
And yeah, she was 6 at the time that the
okay,
investigation of her injuries happened. And it does say that, according to the affidavit, Ashley told police that Bridges held her daughter Taylor under very hot water as punishment for her behavior issues.
yeah. So, um, so we'll continue to look out for what's happening with Blue's case. Like I said, it's been only like 3 or 4 weeks since they were arrested. Um, I'm sure in Arkansas they're doing what they need to do to set this matter for trial going forward. But again, it'll be in the timeline with everything else coming, probably March, April kind of a thing. So we'll have to do
And
our
I'll look for
part
the
of
whole
that.
timeline and, do another short video once I finish.
Sure.
I did finally finish my script for Madalena today. I'm still working on Athena's. I just got to gather photos because I like doing the voiceover for those shorter videos
Mhm.
versus having my face on the camera. But it's looking like, because of the shortage of photos, I'm gonna have to do it the old way, because I think just my script alone is longer than
Right.
my enough pictures have. I am, going to add like photos of the town and videos of the town and stuff, maybe to try to like extend it, I guess, so that I don't have to be on camera. But we will see. I know it is disgusting and it is angering, and I feel like every case I say it can't get any crazier, but with every case I feel like it gets crazier.
Yeah. I know when you and I first met, you said that it can't get any worse. It just can't. And just living the lifestyle of professionally what I've endured, I just know that to unfortunately not be the case. So, you know,
For
we'll go
me,
this
I
road
think that
together.
like
Yeah.
when I mean, I always did the when I looked at true crime, I always looked at like the I didn't really do much with the missing children, and that just kind of like fell on my heart after I started my YouTube channel. Like that wasn't what I wanted to do. Like the older things, and you know when Kylie's case was so heavy on my heart, that that's how I got into the missing children, and now I addicted to art crime. Um, it's just I don't know. I just kind of feel like I maybe had lived in like this bubble of where I didn't see these things happening to children. Like it just didn't. Yeah, evil exists, and unfortunately, we live in a society now where we like growing up. My parents didn't sit us down and talk to us about, yeah, we knew about people kidnapping kids, but we did not know anything compared to these stories. So unfortunately, that we have to sit our kids down and have these discussions now. And um,
Mhm.
I still have a little Houdini who thinks he's invincible, and that these things, but the other two, thankfully, are starting to, you know, with me covering these cases, especially Kella. She really like Madalena is a case that has like captivated her. Like she every day wants to know, has anything new come out? Has anything, have they found her? Um, when I took her with me to go feed the police officers that day, to see that look when she seen that poster out front, um, I, she has that heart that is going to make a difference.
Right.
Um, and I hate having to have these discussions with my kids, and I hate having to tell my kids that there are people out there who really are evil, that are really disgusting, that are really sick, and I can't explain their mindsets. I mean, I just have to do all that I can to protect mine and, you know, any kid that I can protect. I don't know how you did what you did for so long. I don't like.
Um, and I said that I would never do it, but I think that, I mean, I prayed on it, but I think that I was taken to do that kind of work because there is so much burnout, especially with the kids' cases. Because we are only humans ourselves doing this work, and you got to think of it this way. On Wednesday, when you talk to Jennifer Coffendorfer, she's a mom too, and the things she saw are even worse than what I saw. Um, and how we do it is we just do it for these kids, and we do it for the families and for their survivors if there are any that we could possibly help. Um, we do it for the justice for those that couldn't get to, and the intervention that we can possibly rehabilitate the kids and the family members that are still here with us. So, I mean, for me, that's why I do it. But I will tell you, my kids did not know what I did for the longest time. I think I said that before. And they said, "Oh, we're going to do what you did for work, Mom." And I was like, "The heck you are. Find some other way to
Yeah.
help people." And granted, they are going on and doing wonderful things where they can help people. And that's, if you're able to do it, great. If you can't, there's no shame in that. I mean, it's just a really hard profession to do. But I'm not going to say there's not workers that suffer PTSD from doing it day in and day out. So, it is hard. I'm going to protect that little Kella of yours because she's got the inquisitive mind more than the boys do. But
Triton, he thinks that he's invincible.
Right.
And Kella she's just nosy. She's got to know everything. And, like that child did not go to sleep till almost midnight last night. And she was grouchy today. I have not felt good. Where I switched medicine, I think that it's like irritating my stomach. So she as soon as my husband walked in the door, I said, "She is yours. She's yours." They really like kids. I know that I mean exactly addicted to art and crime. Like growing up, I thought I was invincible too. And that no one could get me because it didn't happen here. And I always thought my parents, no, she doesn't know the secret. No, she didn't hear it. I think she's passed out right now. She hasn't moved in the last 33 minutes. You guys haven't seen her get up. So, but my parents would give us the whole talk about, don't ride your bike past this part because, these people in these vans ride around and pick you up. And we just thought that they were crazy, and now that we have kids of our own, like for me, it was the John Benet Ramsey case, I think, that really was like solidified it for me that it did happen. But even still, there was not like all of these stories like you hear now. And people, honestly, how do you expect to get away with anything these days? Like what you do in the dark is going to come to light because of the technology, the everyday changes in society. Like nothing can stay hidden these days. Your secrets are not.
We have the gift of video more than we ever have had before. I mean, you look at how the mass shooter got caught so quickly yesterday in Los Angeles. It's because we were able to track digitally and audio wise where he was. It's just we have that at our disposal. So I know we get frustrated on certain cases that it's not moving fast enough, but it's because they've got to collect all that information. So
And addicted. I do want to go back to your comment. I'm super excited about getting that interview with Jennifer. I cannot wait to sit down and the reason I reached out to Jennifer for that is one, because she's got a way bigger audience, but two, she's been tweeting about it and no one has asked her about this case. And I kind of feel like Madalena is like, I don't know how to describe it. Kind of like that's my baby. That's the case that is going to be like Quentin's touched my heart, but Madalena's has just, and I don't know if it's just that she hasn't gotten the attention that she deserves or what, but I felt like there's a lot of questions that I can't answer that people have. And so because it is being so tight-lipped and the investigators are keeping everything so close to their vest, people are asking, well, why aren't they talking? Why aren't we seeing this? And why aren't we seeing that? I'm not an FBI agent. I don't have all of those answers. So let's ask an expert. Hey, Princess Megan, Elsa. Um, yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of things that people can't handle. Like, you feel like you can until you're there every single day and you're having to live that every single day.
Yeah. We've had a lot of people come, hoping for answers. Hello. I don't want to ignore anybody. Princess Megan, Elsa, and Harshman Shelley has had a lot of things here she's been saying to you, Michelle. And I'll let you address that
Yeah.
because I think you knew her before. But I will say, hoping for answers. You commend me for doing the work I did, and you don't know how I can do that. Thank you for saying that. I don't know how I left it, to tell you the truth. Actually, it was taking a toll on me physically. So that I took as divine intervention that was telling me I had to get out of it. Because I would have kept doing this and just advocating day in and day out for these kids, at my own expense, at my family's expense. But yeah, that's a work that has to be done, you know. So it's tough. It's a lot of workers don't exit out of it for the same reason, because we know if we don't do the work, who's going to do the work? So thank you for saying that, but it doesn't come without struggles for the workers. So I know a lot of people throw crap at the workers. There's good and bad workers. I'll just say that, and there's good and bad in the system. So I just pray that everybody that ever has to come involved with the system can get a good worker that just wants to be there to advocate for the right reasons. So
Yeah, Weezy. I don't know. Weezy, I tell her all the time, this one might not be one you need to. I love you, but you might not need to. And she's like, no, I gotta know. I gotta know. I gotta see it through. And she sticks with it, and we just talk it out. And there's a lot of things behind the scenes. There's a lot of conversations behind the scenes and a lot of like details that we can't put out about these cases, because it has to be kept confidential. We do come across information that we can't. We hear some crazy inside stories that make you go, where did these people come from? Because there's so many people, and I will say it. There are people who just have to, in every case, there's one or two, three that just have to insert themselves and make this huge, I don't even know what scandal out of things. And it just throws everything off course with their stories. And you're like, especially when you're sitting here and you're holding on to certain pieces of stuff that you can't put out, and you're like, where do these people come from? Like, and why would you want to even throw a case off? Why would you want to stop? But some of the things that they say is just, you can't help but laugh at it, because it's so insane, the things that people will say they saw or they heard, and they never could. It was never possible.
right.
It'll be way out there in like alien land. Addicted to
Mm-hmm.
art and craft. I don't know. Okay, so ooh, John Bonet's case. You guys, how old is that? Like,
I was thinking about the other day. So she died 2 days before I got married. So that was in 96. She just died December 26th of
well, I
96.
was 13. I was
Yeah.
13. I knew it was. I was early teens. I knew that. I just so, in that case is still unsolved, but I think that the genealogy uh,
Forensic genealogy.
Yeah, the forensic genealogy is going to be the answer in this case. I think that we, after so long, um, we will finally get those answers. And I'm waiting. Like, I'm like, it's so quiet right now. And this is another reason we kind of picked back up a Blue's case, and wanted to bring Blue some attention, was because things are stagnant right now on all of the cases. Um, like, everybody that is responsible right now is locked up. The biggest thing going on right now is the Murdaugh. Did I say it wrong again?
Murdaugh. Mm-hmm.
Murdo. No,
No,
Murdaugh.
Murdaugh. Murdaugh.
Murdaugh. You know what it is, because everybody puts the murders behind it, that I want to say Murdo. Murdo.
Murdaugh.
It's
Mm-hmm.
okay. That is the biggest thing going on right now. Um, and today they just did jury selections, and there wasn't much that we could like really talk about. Um, you know, the next few days, of course, we'll be watching and listening and taking notes. Um, and we can kind of cover it, but I kind of feel like usually when things get quiet like this, it's scary. It's a very scary feeling when things are quiet like this in the true crime community. Um,
And when there are breaks, we're going to do our best to go back, even if there is a case that like this one that's a few months old,
yeah,
um, and give it its spotlight, because in his little life, he deserves so much more. And in his death,
and be found.
he
I mean,
doesn't deserve to be forgotten.
yeah, and they found him on his 6th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And so his sister and him should only. I mean, I guess they're only several months apart, because
Yeah.
she was 6 at the time. She may be 7 now. It doesn't say what her birthday is, but she was 6 at the time of, or back in December, when she was being seen for her injuries.
Yeah. Y'all, if you could remember to go and like and subscribe if you haven't done that already.
Yes.
That helps Michelle out. Um, Michelle called me a little bit ago and she goes, "What are you testing?" And I'm like, "Huh?" I was playing around with Streamlabs earlier. So if you saw on my channel where it says test, I didn't go live. I've done a lot of work today on my Streamlabs, and I'm trying to kick it live, but it was having an installation problem. So just working out the
And
kinks with that.
I know
But
my mom's.
we're trying to co-collaborate, especially on like the trials. If we're not there in person, that we could be co-collaborating from both channels, and giving the coverage of those cases. Um, so we're just kind of working out the kinks with all that. Yeah, Wheezy.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out the dual streaming so that it'll stream to both channels at the same time. But we ain't that smart yet. I mean, y'all, look how long it took me to figure out how to make a darn video, edit a video, and as far as I've gotten so far is just the intro, like with no voiceover or anything. It's just video clips. Um, it just. Oof.
Yeah. So, and we'll try to have little breaks in there with some fun nights too, with Michelle and her family can cook or whatever. My kiddos went back to school, but we'll see if we can get Princess at least to come in here and there. Michelle's like, "I'm so sad she's gone." I'm like, she'll come in from time to time. Um, so we'll try to do some fun stuff in there as well. And I
Which
know
we do
Fire
on Thursdays. On Thursdays, you guys. On Thursday nights, we do What's Poppin' Thursday. And I hate to admit it, but Kristen's more up to date on the pop culture than I am. I mean, literally, like, I realized how much out of the loop I was in, like, my like things that like when she told me that Britney Spears changed her name the other day, I was like, what? Like Britney Spears was my girl. How did I not know she changed her name?
Well,
Um,
apparently she allegedly had a manic episode at Joey's restaurant in Woodland Hills, where I used to live. Very nice restaurant, by the way. Sam, her husband, is saying that wasn't the case. And then a couple days later, she apparently changed her name to River Red, I think it was. So I don't know. And she's selling the house that she got married in. So I don't know. She's got a
I
whole
was
lot going
wondering
on.
why she was back in the old house. I was like, what?
She
Why?
never sold it. So, but apparently she just didn't get the vibe that she wanted to stay there. So that's why they're selling it now.
Oh, um, yeah, no, you don't have. Well, Katie M, I will. You can pay me. I'll tell you exactly where she's at. I have her on Life 360. But you can pay me. I'll tell you.
Uh-oh. Amethyst is having a hard time, Michelle. She's very sick.
She's very sick.
And
Like,
she
does she have COVID or
will be praying
definitely
for her
send in
healing as
prayers?
well.
Definitely send in prayers. Let her know when you're praying for her. I didn't know.
And she's having difficulty with her internet, so that's why she hasn't been able to come in to the lives. So.
Oh, they got hit by all those storms, Cherokee. Is that why she hasn't had internet? Like they got hit really bad down there in the New Orleans and area.
Hi,
Hi,
Kursuma.
Christina.
So Kursuma got sick too. That's why she wasn't able to
I
get
need
back to me.
everybody to stop getting sick. Okay. My husband said today that 2 guys on the crew have COVID, and I'm like, they better not bring it home. Do not bring it home.
Yeah.
RSV. How in the world did she get RSV? They don't go nowhere. How?
That's scary. I think of
Yeah.
RSV is for the babies or the little guys, but I guess
Usually, yes, but
adults can
this
get it
year
too.
it has been really bad for the adults this year.
Hmm.
Hey guys that are just coming in. We went over the story of Little Boy Blue. We didn't go into a whole lot of details just because the details of
They're just really
that
hard and
little boy
graphic. Yeah.
just gruesome. But I did put the article that I read from was linked, and I will drop it into the description after the video. So you guys, if the live comments for some reason, some live comments come up, some live comments don't, and somebody did make the suggestion that I add the links to the description. So I'm going to start doing that. Um, yeah, like I don't really go anywhere unless my husband makes me go. He made me go Saturday, and I was not happy with him. But I put on my big girl panties, and I went, and I was a good woman and a good wife. I have been staying good. My mom had RSV, COVID, and oh my God.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord. Cherokee as well. Yikes. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
Cherokee was very sick. Like she sent me um, photos from the hospital, and I was like, and she said lung infection. And I was like, what? Which my dad, when he got the flu the other week, he got a bacterial infection in his lungs. And then he was just sick as a dog after that. And then by the grace of God, we thought he was going to have emergency surgery at the end of last week. Like, got a phone call that, hey, we're waiting on the surgeons. And then apparently the prayers that went up were enough, and he's doing so much better now. I think he went
That's
back to
good.
work today.
That's good. Well,
Um,
I know people have been struggling, Cherokee and Amethyst and Kursuma, and anybody else that I missed that's been sick in the hospital or just at home very sick. So we will send prayers for strength for you. And Wheezy we're continuing to send the prayers your way too for all the strength that you need to go through your stuff. And yeah, Oh, Christian was
So y'all keep y'all keep y'all's germs away from us because we only have a couple of weeks before we travel to see each other. So everybody keep their germs away. I don't want to come back from. Well, I mean, we take a big risk going into the convention center with the cheerleaders, but
yeah, we can wear a mask if you want, but don't know that it's going to matter.
Not when you were at a cheerleading. Last year when cheer competitions opened back up, they had it sectioned off where you could choose if you wanted to sit in the mask section or not. And I was like, I'm not sitting in. No, we're yelling and screaming. I'm not wearing a mask. Y'all, you're more than welcome to. It's just not. Persuma, I did get my intro video finished. Have you caught a glimpse of it yet? I need your opinion since I learned from you how to do this.
Kursimo, yeah, I'll message you again. I was just giving you some days because I knew you were not feeling well. But this is a special project that's kind of near and dear to Michelle's heart and my heart. And, you know, we want to be able to take the focus off the perpetrators and offenders of the world and put it back with the victims, put it back with the innocents. And just so you know, what we're asking Kursima to kind of join us on would be to do this project where we feel like it's just very special for those that don't have a voice anymore, for those that are no longer with us, but their life mattered. And we're losing that. With all these trials, we're losing that. And that's what's going to be very difficult going forward. So we just want to create beautiful reminders for the victims.
And their families, because I can't imagine I can't imagine if it was one of mine and I couldn't even get on TV, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, anywhere. I mean, even in the magazines, the Idaho 4 was in the magazines. Like, I can't imagine like not being able to. I mean, it would never be a normal life ever again. But this is like way. Like, it's just, there's no words for what the families have to go through. And the victims get overshadowed.
Mm-hmm. Because the focus is put, like I said, on the offenders, on why did they do it, and the acts of the
details of it.
the why, the hows, all the details. And what gets lost in there are the people that really mattered that are no longer here with us. So we've just, it's been tugging on our heartstrings. It's really been tugging, especially since Quentin, on how we do this justice. So that's what we're trying to do going forward. Hey, Cody.
Hey.
All right, Kusuma, you got it. We'll bring you on board for this special project. You just let us know how much time you have, with your day-to-day life and your job. So, yeah.
Sure. Said ooh.
Just kidding. So anything else, Michelle?
No, other than just a reminder that Wednesday morning at 9 a.m.
She told me I got to get up before 9 a.m.
I have to. What are you talking about? I have to rush to take them to school and get home and make myself presentable before I get on live video with Jennifer Coffindaffer. Like,
so if you guys have questions for Jennifer, please email them to Michelle. You can email them to me too. I'll get them to Michelle. But we want to ask some really good, hard questions for Jennifer because, it's very hard to catch her and get this expertise. So we want to be able to ask anything that we can, and hopefully she can answer it. If she can't, she'll let us know. Just like when I can't answer something from the standpoint of actually being in the government work and working for the department, Jennifer will let you know the same thing.
Yes,
Yeah, it's going to be
8 your time, Wheezy.
That'll be really early for West Coast time, but might have to catch it on
Oh
the
yeah, it
rewind.
will be. I'm sorry, you guys. I was like, you give me what is your available schedule, and I will work around it because I knew it would be easier to go through her schedule than it would be mine because she's so busy. Oh, ABA doesn't start until 9, so she'll get to watch it.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Or
So
then
if you're up at that time with
if
your cup of coffee,
you're not finished, you can be like, you got to wait a few more minutes. Jennifer Coffin Daffer is on panel, and this is very important.
mm-hmm.
I don't know. For me, it was big for her to just even agree. For my, here I am with this little bitty channel. To me, it speaks volumes. It says that I've done something right with this channel for her to say yes. Yes, and all of my you guys, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram are linked in the description of this video. So if you have not joined, Instagram is still a work in progress. Twitter is getting a little bit better. Facebook, we do a pretty good job of staying active in there. Oh, I need to.
You need to add your TikToks too.
Oh yeah, I gotta add TikTok too. Trying to decide if I want to. I mean, because I started a Behind the Grimes with Michelle TikTok, but I already have almost 25,000 followers on TikTok on my personal one. So I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to merge them because it wouldn't let me link my YouTube to the Behind the Crimes one. So if it'll let me link to my personal one, that's what I'll do.
If any of you are TikTok aficionados and know how to link those two, let Michelle know.
Yeah.
So,
all right, you guys. Does anyone have any questions about anything? Like Leilani's back in court Wednesday. If you missed that announcement, it'll probably be a situation where the news comes out with the statement afterwards. It's not going to be live. It won't be a live feed.
No. I do know that Betty's going to try to be there. So you guys know, I don't know if at all anybody will be able to be there because they're talking about the DFCS case. I thought that they got denied. The defense got denied. So I thought it's probably just going to be a vacated hearing, but the defense wants to fight it, and that's their legal right to do so on behalf of Leilani. However, it's solely in the judge's discretion to review that case file and determine whether or not there's anything that's going to harm Leilani's case that she needs to be able to have, she and her team need to be able to view. It's really tricky though when you have those sorts of situations happen because it's very rare that the information from the department would even be able to be discussed. But like really rare, because that's just really under lock and key. But the thing is, if you go down that route and you open it up, that opens up for the prosecution to do whatever they want to do. So typically those cases don't get granted so that it's not public knowledge. Usually it's like those cases are heard behind closed doors all the time. Like if I were sued on a case that I was a part of that I ever touched, there wasn't an audience in there. Only the parties that are part of that case on all sides can be in that courtroom. So Michelle and I aren't going for something like this because you're just not, even if you got in there, you'd be asked to leave is how I ever saw it, but maybe Savannah will do it differently, but it's just a confidential hearing. And I don't even know that the family members would want any public to be in there in the first place. So If Betty gets in there, good luck to her. I don't know. Like I said, maybe in Savannah they'll do it differently, but I have never seen it happen. So yeah. And then with Murdaugh, they're giving the whole week to iron out this jury stuff. That's why it's on audio, because you can't really see they don't want you to see the juror members, and they're only by number. So it's possible they'll get done before the end of the week, and then they can start the trial. But it's going to be a few weeks worth. I don't think it's going to be like the whole length of like a Johnny Depp hearing, but it could be up to about 3 weeks that this case is heard. So, like I
I
said,
was really surprised. I was really surprised that I mean, JLR and Betty were as close as they were to Alex after court as they were transporting him back. I was really surprised that that was allowed, but they got very
um,
close.
I mean, I'm not as surprised, because that's just where the media is kept. I mean, Brian Koberger wasn't that far from where the media is kept, that they got media that, to be able to get those shots, and people are asking stuff, but they still do a good job of protecting the inmates.
Kursuma, will which one be live? The Murdo?
Um,
Murdaugh?
Murdaugh will be live. And
The
so,
M. That's what I'm going to say. M.
yeah.
Case. M case. Because I can't say it right. Alex's case is being live streamed. Yes. I don't remember which.
I'm not sure that Leilani's will be. It just may be that they give updates, at lunchtime and after the case. I just don't know that is going to be a live stream. We'll have to wait and see. They have to petition the courts to the medias will have to petition the courts. Usually it's Court TV or Law and Crime to be able to ask for that. But
and it's one channel, because I heard Betty say that it was only one. So
right.
they right now were watching it live stream via another location. They
Right.
didn't go into court.
So like with Johnny Depp, it was one of them got the okay to have their actual camera in the courtroom, and then the other media sources got it from there. So
Hello, Blind. Where have
hi,
you been?
Brian.
Thank you for dropping in. We're just chit chatting now, talking about the cases that are coming up. What was the other one? Was March, you guys. Though that's gonna be. We will all be glued to our TVs and our iPads and our phones and our laptops. Like, we will have it all open, because I feel like every single one of them are going to be going at the same time. Madalena's case goes before the grand jury in March. Leilani's goes back to court in March. Athena's goes back to court in March.
Murdaugh should be over.
More?
Yeah, Murdaugh will be over, but the other one that is Daybell Vallow.
Oh yeah, the Daybell case.
Mm-hmm.
I knew there was one more. It just wasn't coming to me.
Yeah. And that's going to be a big one that will have, I believe, last count I heard that it was going to have some live coverage, but that could have been decided against. I have no idea.
I don't. Yeah.
But I think it is going to be.
I know that I will be in Cornelius, Mecklenburg County for that case, and then Savannah for. I just got to make sure that those dates don't overlap each other.
Mm-hmm.
Never know when a case is going to court case date is going to change. So we're all kind of just like sitting ducks right now, and it's very eerie feeling right now.
Brian, you want to help? What can you do?
Help. You have to go into a courtroom and listen to a court case. Which one you want to take in March? Because they're all good. And then Idaho, I do have someone that is going to Idaho for us, you guys.
You haven't even told me that.
Because I just got the word that it is finalized. They are going.
All right. Well, there
They
you
have
have it.
family. They have family in Idaho, and so they are going to be. He said, "I'm allergic to courtrooms." That's what we need help with right now. Oh, Cherokee's going to be at the Idaho one too. Oh, I don't think. My response was, I could not. Yes, there you go. That's a good idea. Help by getting my numbers back up. Like,
Yeah, Kirsten, I love
that is
sitting
not
in
one I want to sit in for. Idaho is not one I want to sit in for. Like, I have no desire to sit in that courtroom. I don't even think I have a desire to sit in for Athena's courtroom. And if Summer's ever found, I don't think I could sit in through that one.
Yeah, if somebody wants to go to Oklahoma, I can't do Oklahoma. I dang near perished myself. It got so hot and passed out. Took myself to the emergency vehicle. So Oklahoma's not for me, but if somebody else wants to go in that courtroom, Savannah, I could do. Idaho, not so much. I could do South Carolina. I could do North Carolina, but your mind thinks that courtrooms smell. Not always. I've been in some really, really nice courtrooms, but they've been in California. But
Well,
have been very nice.
I have not been into the Mecklenburg County one yet. But I have been into Cornelius's police department, and I was like, I've never been in, like, the holding facility is not there, so I don't know what the holding facility looks like. But as far as like walking into, like, I've only seen one jailhouse, and that's Alamance County, and two, because I've been into Burlington one, but I've never seen the inside of a jail except for when I was doing whatchamacallit. I want to say civil patrol, but that Explorer program at the sheriff's department. But the year that we did it that was the last time anyone was allowed to tour the jail, because they built a new jail. But ours still was not as nice as the building in Cornelius was just the whole thing, the whole area, the whole entire building was just has a different feeling than most jailhouse. It was not a bad feeling that you get when you walk into a jail. I don't know how to explain it.
The other one that I'd be more than willing to go to is Anna Walsh.
Yeah.
I have no problem being in Massachusetts.
You were pro Team Amber.
Okay.
Thanks for letting us know.
Thanks.
I can't believe that one. Art. How? I need you to explain that one. Wait, let me say this. Was it because statistics show that it is the case? I've heard that so much with the Madalena case. I know. Where is Crazy Mama?
She doesn't. She usually pops into Meg's pretty late, so I don't know. Brian says it was girls' club.
As soon as I say where is Crazy Mama, she shows up. Yes, we're over here. We're talking about how Addicted was a
Amber supporter.
Amber Heard fan. And I'm waiting for her to explain herself. Like how she got there. Psychic connections are for real. I watched this one psychic the other night. I couldn't go to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep after watching her.
Oh, hell, Art, you went there.
She did. She put it all out there.
You know, I mean, I saw so many sides of that pre-trial that I was like, they're probably both to blame. But that trial really opened up my eyes. Because I wasn't always a huge Johnny Depp supporter. Like, I didn't even watch 21 Jump Street. But
I didn't either. And I've only seen 2 of the Pirates movies.
And so I was like, okay, well, what's this all about? And it really opened my eyes during the trial to just the expert testimony and stuff. So,
I mean, and all you got to do is look at his resume compared to her resume as to who puts what out in the world. And she ain't done nothing but make herself. Now, Krasuma, now I loved me some Edward Scissorhands. Cool, I love that movie. And I didn't care for the Chocolate Factory. I don't know. There's just something about that movie.
Gilbert Grape was one of my faves for him. Dr. Hairflip.
Oh, God.
Oh, Lord. Michelle and I were talking about the different doctors today.
Oh, I know. I was like, what was Johnny's expert witness? What was her name again? The psychologist.
Oh, the muffin lady?
I mean, her hair was bad. I'm going to say it. Her hair was bad. Like, she could have done something with her hair. But she was good. And she didn't take no crap.
Are you talking about Shannon Curry?
Yes.
Dr. Shannon Curry?
Yes, I liked her. Out of everybody, I liked her the most. I mean, I liked Carmen. But...
Yeah, Dr. Dawn, she pissed me off reading her notes. And bless his heart, the guy that looked like he was the psychologist from Back to the Future looking guy.
Dr. Oz.
Dr. Oz. Y'all, you have to ask my husband. I was cursing at the TV about what he was doing to our profession. But I've taken some steps back and really tried to understand him as a clinician. So I'll just leave it there. Dr. Pepper, Dr. Phil.
He looks like the guy from the Addams Family.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, Frankenstein.
Yeah.
The old Frankenstein movie. Or Herman. What was his name? Herman?
I don't know. Her team didn't do a very good job, Art. I'm sorry. Your girl deserved some better representation.
Well, she went with what she could afford. I don't even know what y'all were talking about, so...
I mean, they're talking...
Hopefully... I don't care. As long as you like the video, you can talk over there and distract.
Yeah, they're talking about stuff in Meg's chat that had to do with Target and some toys and some other things. I'll fill you in. Yeah, Target now has adult toys.
Yeah, okay. Y'all can do that as long as y'all don't put... Crazy Mama said I have to make y'all stop, so you're going to stop, okay? Because Crazy Mama said I had to say it. So... I don't even want to know how goldfish goes into that category. So I'm good.
I'll catch you up. It's a joke from Art.
No, I'm good. I am good. I don't need to know.
And when Art tells a joke, we have to put her in the corner.
Well, we don't time out here.
No, she just takes herself
Unless,
to the corner.
oh, she does it herself.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I don't care as long as y'all like the video. No, I didn't hear the official joke, but apparently I will need to. Apparently I will get the official joke. I just need to know after the whole debunk the whole mess. Was it yesterday?
About
Was it
what?
yesterday that all that crap went down yesterday? Or
Oh,
the day
these
before
jokes.
yesterday?
No, these jokes are pre.
No, I'm saying I just need to know that Megan's okay and she's calm and chill and she's not.
When I went to bed last night, she was doing okay.
I
She was
know,
on her
but there
second
was
live,
videos
but
moving.
usually after I go to bed, something starts popping off later on. Then Crazy Mama's got to wake up, and Kursuma's got to wake up. Okay, Crazy Mama spoke for today. Kursuma says she's fine.
I know, but there was a new video. That's why I asked.
The what?
There was a new video made.
Oh yeah,
That's why I
ladies, there's a
asked.
new video made. So yeah, another video dropped today.
And it's just
I gotta go outside because apparently right now in Florida, it's blowing away.
that is horrible, y'all.
What?
That joke.
Oh, Wheezy just texted you the joke.
Yeah. So no, we're on our way home today, and I'm trying to keep my self occupied to get home. And Wheezy is telling jokes with my kids, and then she says, "Well, what was it you said, Wheezy? Something about a bra having a." No, addicted. I can't. Like that whole story of that Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark.
Whatever. Yes, you're going to tell that joke, Wheezy, because you said it to my kid, and my kid had a response to that joke. That's what we're going to talk about. So, what did one saggy boob say to the other saggy boob? Do you know what my son says? My 12-year-old? We need some support before we start looking like a set of balls. I said, okay, you're done.
Wheezy got sent to the corner too.
Yeah, she did. She got sent to the corner.
Lion wants to hang out. What do you want? What do you want to talk about?
No,
Lion?
that's what the one boob said to the
Let's
other
hang out.
boob.
Oh, let's hang out.
I didn't think he was cocky.
I didn't think he was cocky.
I think he bit his tongue a whole lot. And some things, his look said it all. Like,
I think the shit he has on her that was never said is enough to blow your mind.
oh yeah. I mean, I think Elon Musk has more, to be honest with you.
Oh yes, he does.
Get off of
Art
Johnny.
wants you off the Amber train.
Oh, I need somebody to do the TikTok trend with me. The alphabet conversation. Have you seen it? Or you have to continue off of what the first person said by the next letter in the alphabet. I want to do it so bad. I have to do that when we get to Tennessee. Yeah, well, I didn't think his response was better. Oh, we are going the weekend of the 18th.
The dog wants to say hi.
Hey, Leah. Leah, are you less depressed? Oh, I just made a rhyme. I don't blame you for looking at me like that. Is you getting snacks? Is you
Your
getting
bedtime
treats?
snacks. She's missing her brother.
Yeah. We are going. Kella has cheer competition in Tennessee that weekend, so we all just said, "Up, let's just make it happen then." And so my husband has now opted out of going.
He said, no, there's too many girls going.
Oh, he was still going. Me and Weezy had to kind of like,
Okay.
yeah, he was still going. He didn't care. Me and Weezy had to be like, well, you realize that it's just gonna be girls, like Persuma. Mm, yeah, they are so much fun. They're so expensive, is what they are. Yeah, Weezy pretty much did tell him to stay at home. I don't have the heart to do that to him, but she pretty much did. She was like, well, Rob ain't coming, so you don't need to go.
My husband said bye.
Wait, if you're wrong on what?
On Amber? Okay.
Okay. Oh, wait. I think she was talking about Elon being the baby daddy.
Oh,
Night
no.
blind.
Night blind. Elon, baby daddy. He's baby
Oh
daddy.
yeah, he's definitely the baby daddy. He just paid enough money that he don't have to.
They had the frozen embryos waiting, and he lost on
They
that
went to
lawsuit.
court over it.
Yeah,
Like they went
he
to court
lost on
over it.
that.
He wanted them destroyed. We all know why. We know why he wanted them destroyed because
Well,
she
she
was
said, no, it's a
crazy.
joke.
Oh, it was a joke. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, now I'm one of those. If I'm wrong, I admit it. Y'all know that. Even though it hurts to have to say that I am wrong. And I've had to do it a few times on here publicly. All right, you guys. I'm going to go do my voiceover. The next video that is going to drop, the next pre-recorded one, I think is going to be pretty darn good. Just saying. I know my script is very, very good. I'm very proud of my script. So even if the video isn't good, just the words alone is good. They already told me they want to be like the big girls. Oh, or y'all come up with this stuff.
I don't know.
I don't know about hockey. None of mine play hockey. Just football. No,
Mine
you're
was
fine.
softball.
No.
Oh, she wants to know how you cartoonize the pics.
Oh, how do I cartoon?
We'll have a call with you, Krishna. She'll tell you.
Yeah, because I can't think of the name of it.
She can give you that stuff, and then I'll give you the other
Fine.
stuff for
You
the
are
project.
fine. Oh Lord, yeah, we're gonna bring Halloween weekend back. I mean, Hello Weekend back. I'd forgotten about that person.
I thought that was art.
I had no
There's
clue.
some that was
Well,
art.
I did. I
And it was.
taco.
I thought it was travel taco too.
She was like, I didn't even give the answer. No, because it already been text to me. I wouldn't have gotten that one, by the way. I usually do pretty good at riddles and.
Oh, Kirstuma says Hello Weekend is art. Michelle.
You're lying. You're lying. It was not art. And if it was, why did you stop?
It's all right. Kursuma is me. I am Kursuma, so.
Oh, I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know why you stopped. Even if you just went to making like other videos, your darn editing skills was impressive. Oh, apparently we I don't know. I don't know who it is. Whoever it was, they got some good editing skills that I don't have.
Kursuma. Yeah, right, Kristen? Yeah. I'm making videos over there, but apparently today I do a test run on my Streamlabs and can't even get that going, but I can do a video.
Yeah. When Kursuma was making videos, they said it was it was the one about social services.
Mm-hmm.
They said it was Kristen that was making them, and I was like, really?
I don't know.
Did
I'll
you
claim
clip
it.
Amber too? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It was funny because everybody has been somebody but who they really were just
Mm-hmm.
for months now.
Kursuma. Just need to do a little research.
That's what I said too, Kursuma. I was like, it was right there. I
Night
mean,
crazy.
right there. Oh, we
Well,
laugh. Thursdays is the night to come laugh, you guys.
yeah.
Oh my God, it's a body. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even tell you. Did you see that Kylie Jenner, after a year, released her son's name? His name's Air. Air, like the air you breathe. Michelle's like, no comment.
I mean, I can't say anything because I have very crazy kid names.
My kid's got unique names too, but it's not Air.
But
Suma, I felt bad for you, Michelle.
what did you feel bad for me for? Don't feel bad for me because what y'all don't see is a lot of things that was off the camera.
Wait, Art, what's cash? Oh, yeah. Cash? Nope. Leah, stop.
Oh my God. Katie M said, too bad his last name is not Jordan. I'm done. Yo, I'm done. I can't. I wonder what Michael Jordan would think right about now.
Well, but the kid's name at first was Wolf. How did it go from Wolf to Air? I can see a little toot coming from me, Michelle.
Not me. Not me. I just walk away.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just walk away. I try to keep everything calm and collected for everybody, but nobody ever wants to listen to me, so. Y'all, I have not had to. I might have had one yesterday morning. And I wasn't in the right frame of mind.
Oh, before you got in the car and traveled?
Well, when I got in the car and traveled. I'm just saying. Like, I was really, really mad that I went on an adventure. I had a good little drive by myself there and back, though. But I might have flew a little hot, and my husband knew that I was just. He was like, "Just go." He's like, "It's okay, just go. Make sure you carry and go, and don't meet no men." And I was like, I was mad. I'm still mad.
Art, I've heard she borrowed a baby too, but I don't know. Either she borrowed the baby or that's hers and Elon's. I don't know.
Well, I don't know who she borrowed the baby from, but she don't have no money to pay them for it, so. All right, you guys.
Champ with special needs. Okay, good to know. I was a number champ last night.
Wait.
We played games on Megan's channel.
Oh. Maybe I borrowed her insurance company. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me tell y'all, my homeowner's insurance don't want the case, okay? I owe more to my homeowner's insurance, I think, than I'll ever pay on my house. Now, it wasn't like that. Now it's ridiculous. I could have 15 cars with insurance on them and not pay what I'm going to be paying in homeowner's insurance forever.
You're not hello? Okay, Art.
You're not hello weekend? Well,
back to guessing, I guess.
At least you got some good compliments.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't care who it is. I mean, they didn't come after me. So.
And then Killshot's trying to say I'm trying to swipe and get his editor.
Goodbye weekday. And then the other person y'all noticed has disappeared.
Good.
So hopefully he stays that way.
Mm-hmm.
Or she, whatever. Well, it sure ain't me. Because I sure can't. I'm over here struggling just to.
Yes, Katie, I'm stealing Kursuma, apparently, according to Killshot.
Yeah, she's going to steal Kursuma. All right, you guys, I have to. Oh, dang, it's already 11 o'clock. I might not get that recorded tonight because I really need to go to sleep. Because I haven't been able to sleep the last 2 nights. I mean, addicted until it's proven otherwise. Take the credit. Take the credit.
Yeah, Kursuma. He is jealous.
I mean, I know a lot of people that take credit for a lot of things, so.
Good night, Miss Katie M.
I won't be mad if you take the credit for being Hello Weekend. Wherever he is. But they got some really good skills that they should be using. No receipts. Well, then there ain't no proof. You can't convince me otherwise without a receipt. All right, you guys. I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining us on such short notice. Tomorrow, the new episode will drop because I will get it finished tomorrow. Friday is the Go Viral night. Ooh. What does that mean?
Yeah, what
are we gonna
do?
I don't usually go live on Friday nights. I don't usually pay attention to YouTube on Friday nights. And I don't know what Target and Kohl's and all that is. I don't go to those stores usually. I think I've only been to Kohl's like 4 times in my whole entire life. Oh, I got you. Not those receipts. Uh-huh. Target has a recall. Wonder why. Most of the time, if I'm going to Target, it's because Starbucks line is too long, and I need coffee. Ours doesn't ever have anything good, and their clothes have gotten a little bit.
They're not as good this season. The clothes aren't.
They're a little awkward. Like, I loved getting Kella's clothes from there because those pants fit her the best.
Hopefully the spring or summer lines will be better. I don't know. Your dog is Cash.
No, Cash is not. Cash is Princess's dog.
Oh, okay. This one is Leah. Oops, there you go. They kind of look alike, but yes, Cash went back to Mississippi with his mama. So
all right, you guys. I will see y'all soon. Y'all watch. Keep an eye out for Megan.
Make sure the package has not been opened. What? Oh, okay. Oh, that package at Target. Oh, Lord. That if you were there the night of Megan's, I topped them all. I topped the whole Target thing. If you were there that night at Megan's, my poor grandma, may she rest in peace.
Yeah. So I would keep an eye out because once she sees that video, she's liable to go live, and let's try to keep her off of them.
Oh, Miss Megan, yeah. Of course, yeah, my poor grandma. Oh, the stories I could tell. I will tell that story one day, but I don't want to do it. And Michelle's never heard it, so I got to tell her ahead of time because my grandma.
Why you gotta do it ahead of time?
Okay, you want the story?
Not now, but I'm saying you could do it like on a What's Poppin' Thursday. Like,
okay, I could do it Thursday on your What's Poppin'. Yeah, KTM. I made her mouth fall wide open when I said my grandma's story.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do that on a What's Poppin' Thursday.
Exactly. It's all right, KTM. Close your mouth. Yeah, special needs mom. My grandma was something else.
Well, I could tell y'all some story about my grandma too.
Well, I sure hope you did not have a story with like my grandma with a toy. I'll just leave it there. I'll leave it for Thursday.
Yeah, let's leave that for Thursday and a conversation that I don't know that I want to have. I'll come back to you again. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. All right, you guys. I will see you guys very, very soon. I love y'all. Hey, if you did not go like last night's video, I really, really, really need you guys to go at least watch it for like 1 minute at least, because it is actually getting some attention and we need Madalena's story to continue to grow. So please go hit the like, comment on it, and I will love you guys forever.
And KTM, yes, I gave you Foxfire's pictures are with her now, the ones you sent me. So she says thank you.
Oh, yeah. Right, everybody. She's working new hours. So once she gets adjusted, she'll be back around. So, yeah. All right, guys. Night.
Night.